Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud. In the last part, we did make quite a bit of progress into the Wise Owl Forest, as well as got into a few back rooms. And in this part, well, let's see if we can't make any more progress. Now, I did say we were going to complete that river, but I would really like to do that after we hit a specific floor in the Wise Owl Forest. So here's Territory A. Now, I have a bad feeling that this is the special floor. We'll find out. Ah, yes. Oh, no, but we get thirsty quickly. That's the downfall to this floor. It's not that we lose abs on our weapon, it's that we get thirsty quicker. Which, as we all should know, it's funny, I didn't buy enough revival powder, is that that's only problematic if there are no sources of water on the floor. Bloody mimics. Yeah, we barely do anything to this thing. Ah, hit out when it guards. It still takes off weapon HP. Granted, this one had a shiny stone, so it was a good thing we killed it. I can probably tell you for a fact that somebody else who's Let's Played this game that I've watched has run away from those things whenever they showed up. I don't blame them. These things are hard enough to kill if you don't have enough endurance on your weapon. Anyway, we've got a river and a roof. Check. Yeah, we did get a river. Granted, only 5 pieces were needed to the river. Let's see. Gamble time. Funds decreased to... Uh-oh. Okay, only by 1,000. That's not so bad. Jiminy Christmas, where am I getting all these fishing lures from? Yeah, gooey beach. Ow. Block now. I did sell one of the Treant's feathers because I saw it as useless. We didn't really need 2 auxiliary Treant's feathers now, did we? Magical crystal. Come on down. Won't hit you much. Dead. You need to repair this weapon. There we go. Just keep going. Got here. Stairway to heaven. I'm not liking this. Yes, I know we're getting thirsty. Speaking of which, how do we get thirsty in a fort? Little ass. The last thing I need, being thirsty and poisoned. Did I mention I hate being poisoned? Especially in this game, because it's very hard to manage. Like in Final Fantasy VII, in which case you're just poisoned. All it took was a quick antidote, and those things were really cheap. Now, don't give me a poisonous apple that way. Just hope we can find a source of water. Here we have another sign. Alright. And here we'll have... Not from the south. Not really. Torch. I'm sorry, I don't mean any offense to people for that accent. Jeez. Game's being nice. Usually it's not this nice. Like the Binding of Isaac, except slightly easier. Anyway, this was a dead end. Perfectly honest, I'd like to find a source of water. There is one. Wasting bread and premium chicken is not on my list of things to do. Okay, don't die. Don't. Well, there's water, but I can't drink from it. We'll just keep Zhao for now. I know I'm speeding through, but I really... Okay, that's nice. Except we're gonna break down. Crap. There is no water on this floor. Let me wait. Thank you. We'd be better off sticking to Zhao. Currently, she has both more health and more water. Let's see, there are chests and an atla this way, so it would be in my best interest to check those out. Especially the atla. Thank you for doing so much damage to the mimic, though, Zhao. Ah, you have the point chest then, so I have all the exit items. Mimics are like the worst thing I ever run into. Because, I mean, at first it's a chest, and then, aw, disappointment. You know what I mean? We've all been in that situation. Got a sign. This poison's really ticking me off. I would like to carry more, like, antidotes and stuff, but... well, let's think about that. Let's take up inventory space that I could better use for, like, I don't know, food. Or, better yet, have the ability to carry things, like all this fishing bait. There are 3 key items for each floor. I don't want to waste my space having just, you know, back as a source of water. I may be being too hopeful, but it's always possible. Thank you for that. Let's see, antidote drink. There we go. Good as new. As much as I like working on the... thank you for the poisonous apple as well. As much as I like working on the bandit slingshot, the bastard I would like to break down first, because it's the weaker of the two. Got more river. Got a map. And, well, let's go pay these 2 a visit now that I'm not poisoned. And after that, we'll go to the back room, which I think I'm getting a ridiculous number of back room items, to be perfectly honest. I mean, like I said, backroom items are common. In this dungeon, specifically. They're not supposed to be that common. I mean, give me a break, game. I mean, you could probably give me a backroom item, and then the next floor have the backroom entrance. Because, I mean, this is kind of preposterous, if you ask me. In all honesty, I can't really complain. Especially if they have a gem back there, because... of all things that are rare in this game, those are the rarest. Though I will say now, there will be a point in the game when we can buy them, but that's not until a long ways away. And even then, they don't come cheap. Alright, now that we're back here, yes, there is a source of water. We better get there fast. This is an all-mimic floor. That's a king mimic, obviously. I hate deteriorating health, but solve that problem. Solve this problem. Switch to Zhao. She's the stronger. Only in the sense that she can attack from a range. And that the fact that she's not equipped with Crafty Bastard. Oh, I still haven't sold that Chris knife now that I think about it. Oh, thanks for the repair powder, buddy. Alright. One of these must be real. I know this isn't. I think that king mimic's a bit bigger than the last one that we saw. Divine Beast Cavern. Oh, wow. Thirsty already. We're not going to be traveling very far from a source of water. That's kind of... oh, man. Sketchy. That's the word I would use. Let's see. Finally, a real chest. Plant Buster. That's useful in this dungeon. What's this? Mimic, of course. No rest for the weary. There we go. Okay. Now now we can upgrade and break this down. So let's do just that. And of course, before we break it down, so we don't go to a random slingshot, let's equip that one. Status break. I really do like that animation. Bandit slingshot +5. Is this now a synth sphere? You could upgrade to like +10, but I don't see much point in that. Okay, let's customize you and equip this, which will really increase some things. I mean, that's really nice when you think about it. Because now the Sax is like the most powerful weapon. And it gains steel. So, all in all, very useful to have around. Either way, now we can upgrade this, and it will permanently have steel. There we go. And it's also now a 2-star weapon, which I do like indeed. Now then, build up. I think all we need now is ice and wind, so we'll prioritize gemstones that give that. Granted, it almost has 99 endurance, and it has 53 attack. So, yeah, if we wanted to, we could just run around as Nathan, or Tone, however you name him. I mean, now mimics must bow to us. We also have that mimic killer. See, 3 hits! I don't have to be afraid from mimics anymore. Afraid from? Wow, I almost sound like I'm Japanese. Ooh, garnet. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this does also increase attack power. Does it? Yes, by 5 points. Fire by 10. Beast and Rock Slayer by 10 points. This is more useful on the Shamshir. Already has an opal. Let's see. It needs attack, endurance, magic power, ice, wind, and holy. And then after this, I'm pretty sure it won't need Beast Buster. But yeah, that's really useful when I actually think about it. I should have done that more often. Upgrading with gems, of course. That's in spheres. Another mimic. Don't ask me how I know that. I just guessed. Get back here. Not gonna save yourself from your own inevitable doom. Let's see. Chest? Nope. Oh, ooh, ow. Okay, run back to water. Rematch. Here. There we go. Ah, yes. Now that's really useful. The ability to steal with a sword. Granted, for weaker enemies like the witch, it might not be so useful. Ooh, Peridot. We did get one of these before, didn't we? I don't remember what we got. Anyway, let's see what it does before we decide which weapon it goes to. More attack power. Holy. Beast and... Wow. What's the opal do again? Endurance. Metal and mage. Well, we'll keep it on that for now. Because, I mean, I'm trying to build these up primarily, but we will eventually build the bandit slingshot up. Gonna have to rearrange the items like this. So I'll have to sell that. And then we can break that down and put it on the bandit slingshot. Pretty interesting when you think about it. Either way, there's a buff debuff circle all the way down there. At this point in time, it's really nerve-wracking to run through those. Because I just built up this from a bastard, and oh man, let's hope it's good. Pump with energy. Okay, now we're even with the monsters, so we can see how much damage I truly do. Holy gem. Alright, bring it on. What a kill. Hey, that's better than just screaming holy shizzle, if you ask me. More plant buster. And another mimic. Oh no! Oh, fire gem. Not that useful. I was kind of praying for a gem, but... Well, then I got it! A gemstone, not a fire gem or a gem like that. Either way. Just in other words, I mean a gem that can't be throwable. That isn't throwable. Oh. What the hell? Oh, we had another auxiliary Treant's feather. So we're all good. Wait, we shall be going back to the back room. Back to the front room, I should say. Not a whole lot to say, to be perfectly honest. I mean, at this point in time, it has to be realized that what we're doing is rinsing and repeating. Because, I mean, until I feel like building the village, there isn't a whole lot I can actually... What's the bandit slingshot need? That's all in order. We want to go for the one that gives more, so... Actually, I think the Peridot's perfect for that, isn't it? Actually, the Peridot doesn't give rock killer, does it? Gives plant killer. Rock killer for that. I say we make a switch. Because the Garnet does the same thing. Except it just gives beast and rock killer. Instead. Right? Yes, so this would be more useful on the bandit slingshot. You can still have the Peridot, though. And we'll put this on the bandit slingshot. Wow. I think this is the first time I've actually put thought into what I've been putting on my weapons. Which, if you ask me, is something I don't usually do in Dark Cloud. I usually just put the crappiest attachments I can. Or just put any attachment I have at all on a weapon. Oh, so you want the pointed chest on it? Of course you do. There we go. Now, unless I'm mistaken, the next floor, or the next territory, might be a unique one. We'll have to see. Oh, yes it is. Okay, this is a very unique duel. It only happens once. And down. Excellent. A present from the fairies of Terra acquired emerald. So we just killed 2 werewolves. Awesome. Now over here... I don't know what lives in there. Hello? Smells like a snake. So that was square. Well, I don't have a mouse or anything, so I doubt we can get it out. And then looks like a switch for this door. Seems like smashing it with something would activate it. Obviously, we need Fat Boy here, because he's got the hammer. And I mean, we can't just, you know, swing our sword down as hard as we can. We might as well be trying to break it if we were trying to do that. But I mean, other than that, there isn't a whole lot to do here. I mean, we did just duel, so let's go ahead and leave the dungeon. And start fixing up Matataki Village. Because, I mean, just like in the Divine Beast Cave, there's that point. Let's get cracking. First things first, let's fix the river up, and then watch the cutscene that follows. So, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And land. I think that's like Thursday or something. Either way, whatever they're doing, they're just helping us out. Either that or they're caretakers of the river. It could quite potentially be that they're just caretakers and don't specifically have a name. Either way, that fills the river back up. I don't know why it's still flowing towards the waterfall, because if you watch it, it's not actually flowing outward. It's flowing towards. Well, I could say if you look the other way, it's arguable that it is flowing that way. Because it is just rippling. This also fills up the peanut pond, which is over here. And yes, it is called the peanut pond. I'm not entirely sure why it also fills this up. It just does. So I kind of roll with it. Either way, let's go ahead and start, you know, fixing places up. So we do have a couple more signs. I think we can fully complete a few of these places. She still does not have her husband. This place still needs a stairs and torch. Wise Owl we haven't met yet, so we don't know what he needs. I'm taking priority in this... Actually, no. Yes, in this kid first. So let's go ahead and start building things out. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Baron... Now, I know where the Baron lives. He's kind of the easy one. He wants to be right next to the waterfall, or very close. It's right there will do. Cacao wants to be around a lot of trees, so it doesn't really matter where you put him, just so long as you put trees around his house. So, I like to reserve that spot for a bit of earth. Somebody likes to be by the peanut pond, so... You know what? Why not? Right next to the Treant. I don't think he'll mind. Let's see. I think it's actually Pow that wants to be next to the peanut pond. And then Bunbuku, I can't exactly remember where he wants to be. As far as I'm aware, they want to be up high. But not too high, because there's a house that goes on Earth B instead of Earth A. So we'll try to figure that all out. Wise Owl wants to be surrounded by a river, which is easily manageable, but not here. We could actually place him here if we want. Well, not quite. Or there. Actually, we can't place him anywhere in that vicinity. We can place him here, though. Which is really weird, because it's right next to the entrance and such. So, it should probably be best if we put him, like, there. That works. Let's see. Like I said, I don't know exactly where Bunbuku wants to be. But we will put him close to the Baron's house. And the Mushroom House we can just go ahead and put down here until we figure out what wants to be done here. Well, anywhere really. So we'll put it there. I still think that's a really odd house. And then a watermill has to be next to, well, on a river, I should say. And it's directionally oriented. So we'll put one right there. And a well, it doesn't really matter. Granted, away from the river might be best. Though, granted, I don't know how clean that water is. And then we'll figure out what we want to do with the rest of this stuff. Granted, I will surround the Wise Owl shop in a river. That's what he wants. Then he needs a bridge. And, I almost think that just about does it. Let's see, there are trees, which the Bard wants to be surrounded by. I'm going to put him close to Treant, because maybe he can weave a story. Actually, let's go ahead and move that, like, here-ish, or something. I primarily don't want it to be in the way of a bridge. But, I mean, that's unavoidable. We have 5 more river that I don't know what we can do with. So we'll just leave it in there for now. There are no roads, did you notice? So let's go ahead and bug the Bard first, which is all the way by Treant. If we want to, we could bug Treant first, but to be perfectly honest, he actually just gives you something that you can use for what's up and coming. Thunder. Mage Slayer. Actually, his house is kind of funky. There we go. I just want so that way you can get to the front door easier. I mean, his house orientation is just weird as is. Let's see. Better not be wandering around. I'm actually not paying attention to what all I'm grabbing, so... Oh yeah, that's right. I got an emerald, didn't I? What's that do necessarily? Emerald. Ooh, magic power. I don't think we necessarily need that. Increases plant and dino killer. No, we don't need more magic power. We need ice and wind. That's what we need out of the sacks. I think Xiao could use it, though. The current route we're taking, yeah, she could. So we give her the emerald. And I'll max out her magic power stat. And then we can upgrade this. Bandit slingshot, +2. So what all do we need now? Metal and rock killer. Alright, that could be easily arranged with the diamond. And then something else that increases rock killer. Okay, I just saw... Okay, there you are. Oh, I haven't seen you around here. I'm Cacao, the Gleaner. And you? I see, Nathan. Huh? Yes, I've heard of you. Nice to meet you. You've heard of me. Interesting. How should I rebuild Matataki? Writing songs needs inspiration, and that means you need to hear the voice of nature, like the rest of the tree. That's a big hint. What do you need for your house? Don't forget the room I lock myself in when I compose my music. I can't quite get into my music without that room. Well then, let's provide you that room, which is obviously provided through a cabin. Now that's complete. Like I said, I'm prioritizing him because he gives you an item that will allow you to fight the boss, and I'm not in a boss. I'm not the main boss. Ah, it's you. The house is back now, and finally I can sing again. Thanks to you. Will you listen to something of mine? Yes, I will. Okay, here I go. The song's titled Legendary Hunter. Fuda, mighty Fuda, will find his prey, this legendary hunter we all admire. No fierce bear's claw, nor white tiger's fang will ever douse his raging fire. Never misses his mark, in even the deepest dark. Brave legend of the hunt will never tire. How do you like it? It's an original piece. The Legendary Hunter. It's a tribute to Fuda. Cool, isn't it? Cool. Thank you. This song shows Fuda's charisma, or shall I say, his power or prominence. I think it's expressed well in the song. Only Fuda fans like myself could write it. It's been 5 years now since Fuda left. He was awesome. Really amazing. He was the hero of our village. No one could beat Fuda. He was invincible. Back then, the villagers were attacked by a fearful monster called White Tiger. Many hunters lost their lives fighting the White Tiger. Fuda, he killed that very White Tiger in one blow. His power was tremendous. After that, Fuda became a hero. The entire village respected Fuda and worshipped him as guardian god. As a guardian god, you should be saying. Fuda was my idol. I knew I couldn't be like Fuda. I've always been skinny and weak. Fuda made even a person like myself believe I could be strong. Like magic, I felt I could do anything. But then, 5 years ago, Fuda disappeared. There were rumors that he was killed by a monster called Killer Snake. They said, though injured, he still fought the Killer Snake and died bravely. But I don't believe that. Fuda's too strong. I'm sure he's still alive somewhere. No half-wit Killer Snake could stand a chance against our hero. I'm right? Certainly. Right, exactly. So I bet my performance made you want to try a musical instrument, too. Sorry, this is my treasure. I can't give you this. Just a minute. A flute I made myself. It has a good sound to it. And we got an odd-toned flute. But it sounds like a mouse. Don't play it in strange places or you'll attract snakes. That's exactly why I wanted to get that. It's imperative we have that. Now then, let's finish the Wise Owl store so it doesn't go all bat shizzle crazy on us. Let's see. Got a gourd. Got some cheese. Got a plant buster. Got a lot of those already, boy. Hoo hoo hoo! Oh, you're a new face. I am Mr. Mustache. I own the store. Welcome, Who. He says Who a lot. What do you need for your house? Well, it's not a house. I need an entrance to my store. Who? A roof at the top. Who? And a sign is a must. Who? For a business. I'd like the sign on top of the roof. A place that attracts attention is good. Who? Goodness gracious. You got an odd cash register, too. Well, let's just give him that. So, he needs a roof. Which, to be frank, is just an entrance. Humans cannot seem to enter. It's this. He already has a roof. And then he needs a sign, which I will go ahead and rob from somebody. The Baron seems like a good choice. We do want to shop closer to here. And then if you look... That's pretty. Either way, his shop seems more like a cafe, if you ask me. Hoo hoo hoo! Wise Owl Shop is open after remodeling. Who? I certainly appreciate all you've done, sir. Who? Alright. Who? Just for you, sir. A special discount offer. Who? Look at this. Who? And we have a Wise Owl sword. Just a minute, Who? Don't misunderstand, Who. I didn't say it was free, Who. Still have to charge you, Who, but I'll give you a discount price, Who. Come on. Let me see, Who. How about 5,000 Gilda, Who? Are you kidding me? Still too high, Who? Okay. How about 2,500 Gilda? Special price, Who? A real discount price. It's below cost, Who? Can't sell it for 1 Gilda less than this, Who? That's not the only item here either. Buy all you need, Who? And indeed I shall. Which one do you want to buy, Who? He sells bread, cheese, some tasty water, which is better than regular water. And cheese, though slightly more expensive, slightly better than bread. So we'll go and buy that instead. 3 tasty water. As you can see, I do have soap. That's in case I get gooed, but at this point, it's a little less than necessary. Those poisonous apples. Somebody's storage with. Tone flute, let's keep that. We have plenty of this. Plenty of fishing bait as is. We want to get by a Wise Owl sword, and this is another way to build to the generic sword. Granted, though, I don't know if it's worth the 2,500 Gilda, so you don't have to if you don't want to. Either way, let's see, 15, it's 20 still. Just need 1 more revival powder. Use that gourd. Don't have inventory space here. But aside from that, pretty much it. However, I'm going to sell some of these. Like, I'm starting to get a little overfilled with these. Don't sell that. I'd like to keep one of each of those. Find that department. Especially plant busters. Watch, I'm probably going to be complaining I don't have enough of these, but to be perfectly honest, I don't have the space for them. Let's just sell that anyway. Oh, wait. Continue. Because we want to sell this thing. Don't need that. And that's it. So, oh, well, we have a bit more cheese than I want. And there we go. That's done with. And yeah, in case you don't get a weapon that builds up to a sax or something else that will build up to the quote-unquote generic sword, then you don't necessarily have to go for it. Before I cut the part off, let's go ahead and see Treant. I'm sure he's alive and well now. I was going to say moving, which is also true. Jeez, those are some weird eyes. Excuse me. What? It's gibberish. Use item with square. Well, I'm gonna have to fetch that, because I put the hunter's earring in storage. It's the only thing we can put on our ear, which could potentially help us hear him. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut the part off here, and then, while off screen, I'm gonna get that earring. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.